Ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant good evening to everybody. Welcome back on another episode of the Lewis Sports Network. It is your boy Lewis coming back at you once again with another heavy hitter banger with yet another video on the live stream. Make sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, make sure the notifications are turned on. Make sure you guys are sharing this on your social media and on Reddit. I truly appreciate that. How is everybody doing tonight? So I decided that I was going to see what's going to happen on the part two. This is part two of the eight-part documentary of Kobe, the Kobe Bryant, the final ring, focusing on the 2010 season. I truly appreciate it. Let me know who is in the chat. Shout out to the LSM squad who is there. Also, welcome new subscribers to the channel if you guys are here. I truly appreciate that. And for those who are trying to figure out where you can watch this live stream, uh, by Clutch Points, it is going to be on Instagram Live, and it is also going to be um, on their YouTube channel, clutchpoints.com. Again, like the video as you guys come in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And I believe that this second episode is supposed to be about Kobe and LeBron. And we're supposed to find out about the puppet, the whole puppet commercial thing and how the league was trying to set up LeBron and Kobe to be in the NBA Finals, but apparently it did not happen. So I guess we're going to go into deep details about that. We do remember that there were guys who were in the Olympics. Again, shout out to the LSM Mod Squad, new subscribers. Appreciate you, Laker fans and Kobe fans everywhere. I truly appreciate you guys taking the time to being a part of the videos and always making to like and share. Uh, Shout out to Caden, appreciate you coming through. Shout out to Gold Simmons, appreciate you. Shout out to Tara Matthews. Shout out to Ron. We appreciate you guys in the stream. And again, like the video as you guys come in. Um, I'm already hearing some bad things about it. Shout out to Poseidon in the building. He says he can't believe that the Celtics choked in Game Seven. That is crazy, right? That's crazy. It's crazy, man. Shout out to Karam in the building. Appreciate you, man. Again, guys, like the video as you guys come in, as I say, and just waiting for the documentary to pop up. I know that the final ring is going on episode two. Sometimes I'm wondering like what direction are they going with this? Through this first one. I got to see how things go. Uh, Shout out to Gold Simmons. He says he misses Kobe. A lot of people miss Kobe. And G Money says exactly. Karam says go Thunder and Mavs because those are his teams. And again, for new subscribers who are trying to figure out where you can watch this, it'll be on Instagram Live. I believe Clutch Points has a Facebook page. You can watch it there, and you can also watch it on Clutch Points' channel on YouTube. So we're just waiting for it to for things to happen and for things to start to settle in. And the premiere is going to start at 9. Some people are already thinking that it's going to be. Shout out to Jake Jefferson up in here. Appreciate you. I mean, and hopefully things will be, at least I hope things will be a little bit different. Uh, and as you can see in the thumbnail, I had to put the victory of Kobe. There's Ray Allen. There's Pau Gasol. There's him winning his fifth and final NBA title with his second Finals MVP. There's him being guarded by Rajon Rondo and Paul Pierce, and there's Kobe guarding Paul Pierce, and then there's him with the hat, winning the trophy, obviously winning that 2010 championship. It took everybody to do it. Um, what you would call it? He says go Hawks and Louisville Cardinals. All right. Shout out to Edgar Calderon, man. Oh man, I feel you, Edgar. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. But shout out to you for coming through, Edgar. I appreciate you. Let's see what's gonna happen. Uh oh, I'm hoping it's better today, bro. Because if not, we're gonna go in. Trust me, we're gonna go in. So we got 6 minutes remaining. So this part two is about Kobe and LeBron. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. I already heard some people are saying in the chat on Clutch Points already saying, yeah, tonight we're really gonna see what's really up with the documentary. I agree. And like Edgar said, shout out to Edgar Calderon, man. R.I.P. to the mom. You already know how it is. Um, like I said, I'm praying in the next 5 minutes we get something better. I'm hoping it's not another 10 to 15 minute video because, like Ron said, we're really gonna find out what this thing is about. Again, guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Make sure you share this on your social media. It's your boy Lewis Sports Network bringing you the content. Uh, About to get started with the final ring. This is part two of an eight-part documentary for those who don't know. Part three is supposed to be on Sunday the 12th. Part 4 will be on the 15th. Part 5 will be on the 19th. Part 6 is going to be on the 22nd. Part 7 is going to be on the 26th. And Part 8 is going to be on the 29th. Jay says, I'm going to keep it real, man. The Game 7 was kind of questionable. What NBA teams don't I like? What NBA teams don't I like? It's hard for me to say. It's usually depends on what player is on what team. I just try to show respect to all basketball teams. If you're going against my team that particular day, I'm not gonna like you, but I always respect the players that play. Um, so so in terms of what NBA teams don't I like, it's whenever they go up against my team. Other than that, I'm really just a fan of the game and a fan of the players. So, but I can see that when you have a rivalry in terms of you know your team. Let's say if you're a Knicks fan, you don't like the Brooklyn Nets because they play in Brooklyn or you play at the Garden. So um, I'm hoping we don't get another Kobe commercial run. I agree with you on that. Poseidon says, man, 2018 Golden State Warriors. He doesn't like that team. What is it about that team that you don't like? And understandable that you don't like that team, but what is it about that team that you just can't stand? Is it the four All Stars narrative? Like, what is it about? You know, Was it unfair? Because I'm gonna say this right now, guys. The Golden State organization did what they were supposed to do. Hey, shout out to G Money says I hated the Big Three Heat. I'm gonna be honest. I'm actually on the lawns of G Money. I wasn't a fan of the Big Three Heat. I learned to respect them, but I wasn't a fan of them. No, no, G Money. He probably doesn't like that 2018 team. I mean, that's not a big deal. He doesn't have to change his mind because he says that. Shout out to Speaking My Sports Talk. Appreciate you. Karan says he doesn't like the Rockets. I understand that. Poseidon says the rant was soft when Draymond called him out. I mean, I can kind of understand that one. I could kind of sort of understand that. But then it's like, hey, you're going to do what you got to do at the end of the day. Draymond was just as soft for calling him out on that, though. That I have to say. All right, so you guys, we're getting ready to see the documentary in a couple of minutes. Let me know if you guys have any questions. At least I probably could take like about 1 to 2 questions before we get started. But again, appreciate everybody coming through here. Hope you guys appreciate the thumbnail. This is part 2, 8-part documentary of the last season. Like Ron said, we're gonna find out what Clutch Points is really made out of. I like what Speaking Mind said, man. What's buzzing, cousin? I like the sound of that. That's cool. Shout out to D on that. All right, so we got about 60 seconds remaining before this starts. Yeah, see, I see. I always this is, ladies and gentlemen, this is what G Money loves. He's showing you right there, man. And from one cousin to the other, he just says he's just enjoying the Kobe moment. All right. So premiering in 60 seconds. Shout out to Chiefs the fan or Chiefs fan. Appreciate you coming through this live stream. So you see, there isn't a lot of people as much as it was on that Sunday because there were a lot of high expectations. This one is a little bit lower. Yo, imagine if this is longer than what it's supposed to be. Yo, just give me even 30 minutes and I'll take that. Even a half an hour, you know. So the premiere is going to begin shortly. We're under 1 minute remaining, guys. Again, smash the like, hit that subscribe as you guys come in. You think this documentary is going to be better than The Last Dance? I don't know about that one, especially after what I see from episode 1. Did you see how people were hooked on The Last Dance Poseidon? I don't know about that yet. I think Kobe's next documentary is probably going to be probably more enticing. But we'll see what episode 2 does, though. We'll see. We'll see. And like I said, guys, you guys can watch this on Clutch Points on YouTube. You guys can watch this on Clutch Points on their Facebook page, and you can also watch this on on Instagram Live for Clutch Points. Just type that in. All right, so we should be getting started shortly. Let's just see what's going on. Shout out to Tara Matthews. Hopefully, yeah, if it's not like the last episode, then it leads me to concern. Because the thing is, I feel like some of these things might kind of be surprising, you know? So we'll just wait and see what happens. And like I said, I like the funny thing is I actually like the cover. It's weird that they put Kobe holding the trophy. All right, here we go. The premiere. The premiere is about to start, guys, in just under 2 minutes. Yeah, see, and shout out to you, Edgar. You're already having low expectations. Yeah, I know Netflix is gonna do one for him for sure. Definitely, they're gonna do one for him. Yeah, we're gonna see what's up. And for those who come in and say, can you play it? Like, just tell them to go watch it on Clutch Points' YouTube channel. For those who come and ask, but I'll try to tell them and let them know. All right, so it's about to start. Let's see what Clutch Points has got for me today. Like I said, this live isn't going to be as long. It's going to be short. I mean, the live on Sunday was an hour, um, but I want to see what it is. If we get 30 minutes, I might even do a takeaway. We might continue and do a takeaway. So I'm really hoping that this one is going to be good. So let's see what happens, y'all. We almost there. Let's see what's going on. Shout out to everybody in the chat. That's a good question, Ron. Are we really sure that them dudes is doing it? Are we really sure they're doing it? Here we go. All right, so they're showing LeBron and Kobe. All right, so they're showing LeBron and Kobe. All right, so it says 2010, Kobe won his fifth title. And remember, in that championship team, we interviewed the following Lakers who were part of the journey. Wow. All right, so they show the same people again, and they talk about Gary Beatty. Okay. Okay. So they're talking about his death. Okay. Mm-hmm. I remember that. Oh, so LeBron was in Kobe's camp back in July when he won his second championship. Funny how Bron passed him in the same city too. Kobe was 22 at the time, and LeBron was 15 when he came to his camp. When LeBron showed up at his camp, I think the player that would fit with the most. Okay, kind of missed that part. All right, so we're at the final ring. This is part two. Hopefully, we can enjoy. Hmm. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Hmm. Right. Yep. It was Laker fans too. It was the media too. Wait, did they just skip to 2010? Oh, wait, impossible. What? Wait a minute. Really? Hmm. Hmm. Really? Uh-huh. Really? Uh-huh. No. Really? What's what's up with that talking though? Easy, right? Hmm. Really? What? Why are they? Hmm. I don't like the narrator neither, Edgar. Hmm. Hmm. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew this was gonna happen. Hmm. 11 times. Hmm. Huh. 6'5", huh? Interesting. Really? It was 6'5", and LeBron had a slight edge. Huh. You studying, huh? Really? December 25th, 2009. You could kind of tell, right, Edgar? Features Anthony Parker, Jay Hickson. Ever seen? January 21st, 2010. 16.7 to 10 field goals. But wait a minute. They said this last year. Hmm. We're at the 10-minute mark, folks. Shout out to you, Edgar. Lakers were deep. Uh-huh. Right. Mm-hmm. It looks like we're about to be at the ending. Shout out to Sports Expert. Yeah, stream is still tomorrow, bro. Sounds like this narrator hasn't even reached puberty yet. So they show LeBron dapping Kobe with his daughter Gianna. Man, it's crazy seeing those two every time. There's 2016, but why do they keep showing different clips, man? If this is supposed to be focused on LeBron, and then LeBron passing Kobe, and he passes Kobe Bryant, and I remember they got blown out by Philly in that game. Well, at least the good news, y'all. It went past 10 minutes. Here it comes. Nah, man. Uh huh. Really? And that's a wrap. And that's a wrap. Now it's the Celtics part one. So now they're gonna break it down in parts. See, why couldn't they just put this whole thing together in terms of 1 hour? See, I know that was gonna happen. This was 2 minutes. I knew it. I know it, y'all. I knew this was gonna happen. Look at that. They don't even go through the credits, and therefore, that's the end of it. You see what I'm saying? All right. So the commentary was pretty inaccurate, but let me get to you guys real quick. And I realize this. If we realize and pay attention, guys, what I noticed about this whole thing is there was a lot of wrongs, in this documentary. There was a lot of wrongs in here. There was a lot of bias because, yep, they broke the 10-minute barrier, Ron. It's a new record. That's facts. They broke the 10-minute barrier. They went 12 minutes this time. Two more than Sunday. So I got to give them props for that one. But this is gonna be the entire time because I feel like now what they're gonna do, guys, is because it's 8 parts, they're gonna focus on the last six. Yeah, this is some BS, Moses. Exactly. Now they're going to focus on the rest of the parts on the Boston Celtics now. I'm pretty sure for the next six. So I'm not even going to go live on these anymore. But what I will do, guys, is I'm actually going to make another Kobe LeBron video in the near future. And I'm actually going to expose the lies. I'm actually going to expose the lies that Clutch Point talked about in their first two videos in part one and then in part two with Kobe and LeBron. So they said that it was 6-5 in favor of LeBron, but then LeBron pretty much dominated Kobe. That's why he was 16-6 against him. But people have to also forget that Kobe has some bad teams pretty much then on in after that. And they forget that LeBron was on what? He went to Miami. So, he had some of those teams. But yeah, I mean, it's really BS. See, but then they're going to say, look, they said, look at who LeBron had. So it goes back to what Ron's question was saying, y'all. Who's really paying right here? Is it Clutch Points or is it Clutch Sports? It just lets you know that these guys are really BSing out here. Like you just knew that this was gonna be the thing. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. I just had a funny feeling. I know it was gonna happen. You know. So I see that G Money Yeah, that's not gonna happen, man. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Yeah. Hey, Tara, it's not even just the effort. It's the effort. It's the effort to make them. There's no quality to this stuff. Look at that. They actually improved some HD quality, at least compared to the first one, but it was still garbage. My thing is, why are they showing clips of the last season, the clips of the last season, and his name is Nicky Gold. I gotta look him up. He sounds like he hasn't even reached puberty yet. See, but I bet if I look him up, oh, look at that. So let me find out about this Nicky Gold guy. Now that you mention him, hmm, I was just reading on something about him. They just said something. So it says that he's a savage roaster. Oh, I see. Uh, yeah, see, it's talking about. Oh, guys, check this out. Check this out. I found out that this dude is also he also wrote for Bleacher Report. So that sounds like to me that he could be a bias. He could be a biased fan. See, I knew it. I kind of knew that. You see, because it also says he was a Bleacher Report journalist, and Bleacher Report has been talking so great about LeBron as of late. Like in the last few years, when I read the Bleacher Report articles, when Bleacher Report used to be much more harsh than this, but they have him narrating the video. So I think, I think Ron is right. Somebody's doing this to him. And the thing is, you can't comment because if you guys comment on this, they're gonna Clutch Points is going to delete the comment. So they're being biased in the documentaries. Damn, man, this is fake. This ain't even real. I can't lie to you guys. I'm not even gonna waste your time and do part threes of these because not even a lot of people showed up in the chat. I mean, not in the chat, but I'm because a lot of you guys showed up in the chat. But what I mean is, not a lot of people showed up in the showed up in anticipation of the video. So because of that, I was like, but look at that. He used to work for Bleacher Report too. Wow. Now that I know this, hmm. Check this. Oh, look. Listen. I found more information, guys. Check this out. It says Nicky Gold was an author at Cavs Nation. So it says he studied chemical engineering. He was a manager of business development for Clutch Points, and he was an editor in chief for Cavs Nation. Can you sound surprised at that now? So he was an editor for Cavs Nation. He worked on Bleacher Report. He now is with Clutch Points, and he got to narrate a fake Kobe documentary. Yo, I smell it now. I smell it now. When you listen to all these, it's like, goddamn. And I told y'all before, man, the disrespect that Kobe's getting, and nobody's gonna come out and defend him. And this thing with LeBron, look at that. That he didn't have a great team. I'm not saying the LeBron teams weren't gonna, they're not amazingly special in this first part of Cleveland, but yo, you won 66 and 61 games. You were one of the top defenses in the league. Jay says Kobe was an alpha. Jordan was an alpha. Isaiah Thomas was an alpha. Iverson was an alpha, and LeBron is a beta. But Edgar says, "Yo, we knew something was funny." Now, come on now. This dude worked for Cavs Nation Bleacher Report. Yo, see, I told y'all. I told y'all something smelled very fishy. I told y'all. Damn, man. I think that's what it's going to be like. It's going to be like that for the next 6 parts. So you know what? The reason that I came for you guys is I wanted to see if it was going to be a little bit different. They eclipsed the 10-minute mark just by 2 extra minutes, but they were biasing the documentary. And the thing is, the clips that they kept showing just didn't make any sense. I should have known they was going to do that to Kobe, man. And just what they were doing with LeBron, they said he was up 6-5. So now what they're going to say is in the other 11 matchups, he dominated. It's crazy how they use individuals for team records. They use individual players for team records. I I always tell y'all this, man. You know what, Edgar? I say do the research, man, and we need to find out more about about Nikki. I need to find out more about her. See? For sure. Check this out. Look at that. So Edgar, if you type in Nicky Gold's name, bro, and you go to CavsNation.com, look at some of the stories that he's written. Look at that. Check that out. Tara Matthews. Yeah, they should have just made it a whole like movie YouTube video. Yeah, it happened again. Look at this. Check this out. It says it says LeBron James missed Stephon Diggs' miraculous touchdown due to uninterrupted film session. G Money, I'm not gonna answer that question because you asked me that question way too many times, so I'm not gonna answer it. I'm gonna just ignore that question because you always ask that, bro. You already know how I feel about the media. Um, Isaiah Thomas, look at that. He says LeBron James doesn't know how to play with Isaiah Thomas yet. What does he mean by that? Jokes that his attitude gets worse as he gets healthier. What does Nikki say? What does he mean by that? Hmm. Check this out. LeBron carries the Cavaliers past the Nets for a sixth straight victory. Hmm. Let's see. Let me check this out. There's a lot of stuff. LeBron James says injury during training camp a bigger setback than he thought. From what year was this? Let me see this. Let's see. This was back in 2017. Oh, I think this was he was talking about the ankle injury. So Ron says, I'm not saying I know it for a fact, but this sounds like something that a certain somebody is capable of doing, and trust me, he's capable. Edgar says, wow, I knew it was gonna happen again, which is why I'm not gonna go live on this. I'm just gonna focus on my other videos, y'all. And I want y'all to pull up for those because those we're gonna have a lot of fun. But I knew it. But I knew it. And Karam, you called it, bro. You called it. I should have known they were gonna be biased towards this dude again, man. Look at this. Look, even Nikki says, look, LeBron says this check this out. He says LeBron says this training camp, normally his favorite part of the season, was the worst training camp in his career because of his injury. And I remember that story. I remember that story after they lost in the gentleman's suite to the Warriors. I remember that. So it looks like, let me see. It looks like he still works for Cavs Nation right now. Actually, no, he doesn't. This is by a different author. Hmm. So it tells you he used to work for the Cavs. See, he's a LeBron fan. I know he is. Exactly. This guy's a LeBron fan. Wow. So did you see the stories that I just looked up on Cavs Nation? He used to work for Cavs Nation, y'all. He also used to work for Bleacher Report. That can explain why LeBron, that some of the articles with LeBron are kind of biased. That can explain why. And now he's narrating a Kobe documentary when he's a LeBron fan. Man, wow. I mean, oh, check this one out because I've heard this one before, y'all. Look at this. LeBron James says 33, him being 33 years old, and season 15 is the best he ever felt. Wow. It says he has a Photoshop pic with him and LeBron, and he has his arm around him. He photoshopped the pic. So I guess he really didn't know LeBron, and then he probably saw LeBron one of these times, maybe because he was a huge fan. And I don't want to make any speculation, man, but I'm sorry. I'm not watching the rest of this Kobe documentary, and y'all shouldn't either. I'll probably watch this thing when it's done, probably by the end of the month. Wow, that explains a lot. That explains a whole lot. You know what, guys? I'm actually glad that I did this live tonight because we actually got to see the truth. At least here on the Lewis Sports Network, you guys got to see the truth. Like I said, I don't got an issue if you're a LeBron fan, but to disrespect Kobe like that, to show your bias towards LeBron James, that's the problem I have right there. That's the issue I have. It's not that you're a fan of LeBron James. It's this, bro. Damn, that makes a lot of sense now. He used to work for Cavs Nation, took a pic with LeBron, even had it photoshopped, and now he's doing a Kobe documentary. Basically, what this tells me, ladies and gentlemen, is that he doesn't like Kobe Bryant for him to talk like that. It almost sounds like he's saying this stuff. He's saying this is sound. It sounds really fake. It doesn't sound really real, especially with the way that they put this documentary together in 8 parts. This is fake, bro. I agree with you, Karam. Some basketball fans are not even true fans. Well, yeah, obviously G Money because it was only 12 minutes and he made it more biased to LeBron because basically he was saying that LeBron didn't have any teammates. And I'm like, I get it. LeBron did not have the most talented team. I'm always on record as saying that. But yo, in his first stint in Cleveland, but like, bro, come on, man. Exactly, Edgar. We all knew it. This is why I want you guys to continue to spread the truth. I want you guys to continue to spread the truth. So basically, I'm not even gonna entertain people with this. I'm not even gonna put that Kobe documentary up anymore. Parts 3 through 8, everybody else can watch it, and they could just kind of be simps because no matter what you feel about somebody, respect is the key. That's real messed up. And not to find out that we got a biased LeBron fan doing a Kobe documentary. Come on, man. This is one of those shaking my head moments. This just wasn't even worth it, y'all. But the reason I wanted to do this for you guys is just to know that we knew this all along, y'all. We knew this was fun. We knew this was messed up. We knew it. We knew it. What else is new? I know this was exactly gonna happen. Shaking my head. So every time that this documentary comes up, I'm not even gonna put it up, man. That's really messed up, man. Absolutely, Karan. I agree. Yeah, it looks like he's a foreigner, man. This is ridiculous, man. This was pretty much a completely waste of time, and everybody knew it on the stream. Trust me. And look at that. Clutch Points was able to reel in about 500 people to watch that. That's pretty sad that they could reel in that many people to watch something in 10 minutes. And everybody's just like, oh, well, um, yeah, He didn't G Money. He didn't even mention that. Listen, they didn't even really mention about that 2009. See, they didn't even go in the puppet commercials. They didn't even go in with that. See, that's what I don't understand. They didn't even go in with the puppet commercials. I don't get that part. Why don't they talk about how the league set up the puppet commercials like if they were on a collision course? Shout out to Clay Pro in the building, man. Yeah, yeah, actually, Clay Pro, it went 2 minutes past 10, bro. 2 minutes past 10. What do you mean, KD's documentary? Yo, Clay Pro, it was only it went 2 minutes past the 10-minute mark. So it set a new record. It set a new world record. Shout out to Clutch Points for that. 2 extra points. 2 extra minutes. Oh man, that's crazy. Unbelievable. Yeah, but you see how he didn't even mention see, but notice how they didn't mention that though. You see how they keep leaving stuff out of the video? That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. There's stuff that they're gonna leave out for Kobe. Oh, exactly, Clay. That joint was lit. That joint was lit. I was 12 minutes of litness. The best part about it was the constant changing of the videos. That joint was dope as hell. You missed a lot, Clay. You missed a lot. Oh yeah, they're out to mess up his image for real. Oh yeah, they're gonna say that. Of course, it's gonna be the story of a trip. See, that's the thing, man. That's the thing. That's the reason why his thing would be interesting because they're gonna look at it. They're gonna look at it from that way. Make sure to like the video, guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Make sure that you guys send this. Yeah, I heard that, Karan. I heard about that. Hmm. You know what I also heard too? That even if you recover from that stuff, guess what? Some players are still having trouble breathing. Rudy Gobert's got trouble breathing, and so does Spencer Dinwiddie. And I heard that Jokic just has some issues, yeah, trying to get over there because he's still in Serbia. And the Nuggets, I believe, flew today. That's why I said that. Look, as much as I'm a basketball fan, this thing just doesn't make any sense. But it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, that's the. I actually like the title. As Clay Pro says, the story of a modern day trader. That's gonna be the name of Kevin Durant's documentary. You'll see. It could also be my next chapter because you know they're always making fun of him for that. It's unbelievable, unbelievable. Yep, definitely gonna be that. Yo, exactly, Karam. Major facts. It's cracking me up with that. Cracking me up with that stuff. That would be huge for the Nuggets. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely would be huge for the Nuggets. Y- Yeah, but I'm not even gonna mention. I'm not gonna mention him. I'm gonna leave that brother alone, G Money. So there's no need to mention him. He's doing his thing. Much respect to him, but I'm focused on me, honestly. No need to mention about him. It's all good. So I'll try to leave him alone because Like I said, no need to mention him. Oh yeah. I don't know if you guys heard, but I don't know if you guys heard, but the Nets had just added Karan. I mean, they added Jamal Crawford. Excuse me. But I don't think that's gonna. That's really not gonna do much. They had two WNBA players who are not, due to medical conditions, medical procedures, are not going to be going down to Orlando. So appreciate that, Karan. I feel you on that. Appreciate it. And here's the thing, man. The thing is that yep, Jamal is in Brooklyn. Like I said, shout out to Karan, man, for the kind words. So again, guys, I did not put the Cash App or the PayPal. I didn't put that in my out of respect for Kobe. I didn't do that. I decided not to put it in the live stream. Uh, you don't have to honestly donate if you don't want to. I just out of respect for Kobe, I didn't decide not to put the links to any of the donations. It is up to you if you want to. For those who know my Cash App, also the PayPal. Jamal, I think has been out for over a year, Ron. I think he's been over for a year. The Cash App is on the screen as you guys can see right there. That's the Cash App. If you guys would like to, if you guys like to donate, and then also the PayPal. But again, make sure to like the stream, subscribe to the Lewis Sports Network, and make sure you guys are sharing it to your social media. I appreciate everybody coming through who actually came through for this. And like I said, shout out to everybody in the chat. Um, yeah, it's been like a year. Yeah, he was with the Suns last year. I said Crawford would be good for somebody off the bench on a championship team. But you know, for some reason the league chose not to sign him. Maybe it's because he can't play. Maybe because he's not a good defender. I really don't know. I really don't know. They just decided to do that. I thought Jamal Crawford should have been signed. Oh wow. Check it out. Check it out, guys. I just exposed the truth, yo. Look at that. Somebody on Clutch Points' channel had just told somebody asked how long are the episodes going to be. They said the episode for this one, for episode two, they said 10 minutes. And Clutch Points comes back and comments, oh no, it's gonna be 10 minutes per episode. See? See? 10 minutes per episode. And you put a LeBron fan to narrate this? Well, exactly, Joe Money, which is telling you that it's not safe to play because they're losing bodies. They don't really have a team. Then with Washington, you lost Burtons and you lost Bradley Beal. The East is not, the bottom two spots are not going to be interesting in the East. It doesn't matter who they bring up because now Jock Vaughn has number one, he's an interim coach. And then number two, the players that they signed, now they have to try to get those players who are now with a new coach who's really who's really just coaching for the last 8 games, including the playoffs. The East playoffs are not really going to be interesting. This is why this whole bubble thing is not a good idea. And again, I get it, man. I love the game, but some things are just more important. That's why I said that it doesn't make any sense. Look at that. I even spoke. It's just not making any sense for me to see these people go out there and play. Look at that. Joel Embiid came out today says he's not a fan of thinking that it's safe. It's not safe to come out. Damian Lillard has expressed his concerns. Like Edgar says, "What do you think about my Sixers?" I'm gonna say this right now. Your Sixers, they can knock off the Bucks in the playoffs because I think they match up really well. They got the length to do it. Their issue is they're just too inconsistent. I think losing Jimmy Butler was big for them. Tobias Harris has had a down year. Also, the fact that Ben Simmons doesn't show confidence in his jump shot. G Money, what do you mean they could have shut down the season? They should have. Not they could have. They should have. They're not doing it for money purposes. I'm telling you, Adam Silver's going to look real bad, and he's not going to have a single excuse, and he can't hide behind the owners. But let me ask y'all this question though. Notice that six teams have had to shut down their facility, but one team. Good question, Ron. Why didn't they do that? Notice that six teams had to shut down, but one team. Who's that team? That team that just signed J.R. Smith. So that's why when Giannis Antetokounmpo comes out and says that this is gonna be the most difficult championship, with all these players dropping out. Clay Pro says, "What if Ben Simmons was on the Rockets as Westbrook's backup?" Well, do you think he's gonna take a backup role though, Clay? I noticed that too, Karam. Noticed that every team but your Thunder have been very quiet. I noticed that too. I noticed that too. Well, like I said, if you're gonna complain about not coming back, you should just not come back. And with Dwight Howard coming back, he was in a lose-lose situation anyway. Because if he sat out, they would have said, "Oh, look how he goes against LeBron James. He did it to Kobe before." Then if he decides to then if he decides to play, so Edgar says, "What the f?" Listen, man, I really feel like Ben Simmons could be very good, man, if he just showed more confidence in his jump shot. I just feel like that this guy Brett Brown is not good for him, man. This guy is not good for him. The Rockets' issue is really more so three people: Russ, James, and Mike D'Antoni. Those are the three major problems for the Houston Rockets. Russell Westbrook, James Harden, and Mike D'Antoni. Oh, really? Did that just happen now, Edgar? You see what I'm saying? This bubble thing is not going to be a good idea because they keep talking about quarantine, but these players have to travel in that quarantine bubble. This isn't good, man. I know people want to be like, oh, it's only 25 out of 302 players, but I'm telling you that this is not a good look. The coaches are a problem. Brett Brown got to go. That's a fact. I've been saying it for the longest, man. He's supposed to be from the Popovich tree, but he can't coach. Corral says Mike D'Antoni has a plan A, no plan B. Well, Clay Pro, that's one of your three. That answers one of your three questions right there. Mike D'Antoni has no plan B after plan A. That's number one. That's number one. Number two, James Harden. I fear his play style. D'Antoni doesn't adjust. That's another problem. James Harden's play style, is it going to really be conducive to winning? I don't know. Even with this pandemic going on, with this bubble coming back. Now Russell Westbrook, I give him credit. I give him credit for adjusting his game. My concern is James Harden trying to change the playbook once again to make sure that he gets the credit and tries to take most of the shots and play the James Harden system. I just think from a structural standpoint, and I think the thing is also not having the bigs are going to hurt. So it's the is Russ going to keep that play style in the playoffs? I hope so. Yo, shout out to Brandon Nicholson, man. Appreciate you. He said salute. This is bad. They haven't even started, man. Yeah, a lot of these tests are coming out, bro, and he shows no confidence in that. Yeah, you're speaking the truth, Ron. Ben Simmons doesn't show any confidence that he can shoot beyond 8 feet. On top of the fact that Brett Brown is just a horrible coach, man. I didn't want him to be on the Houston Rockets. You know why? Because no disrespect to you, Clay, and I'm not saying that Russ. It's not great to not have Russ on your team, of course, because he helps, because he can bring some things to the table. But again, it's like again, it's the IQ in crunch time situations. That's where my concern is with this Rockets team, along with the coaching of D'Antoni. Yeah, but see, K Pro, you can't depend on that, bro. You can't depend on that. If you're dependent on that, like he did last year, they ain't gonna win. Because the thing is, you got to play defense. Is James Harden gonna play defense? I don't know. That's the thing, bro. Do you mean in the regular season or you mean in the playoffs? Because if it's the playoffs, LeBron has averaged over 35 before in the playoffs. The regular season, no. Well, in college's football's case, they got a lot of cases right now. That's the problem. We can't just say rush, bro. They also got to make adjustments. And if your team cannot make a cut, that's why I said Mike D'Antoni because he doesn't have a plan B. You got to be able to try to adjust. I feel you. I'm gonna run this stream, guys, for like maybe about 3 more minutes, and then I'm just gonna close out the stream. As always, you guys have been a wonderful audience. I definitely need to do a future video about the Sixers just for my man Edgar, man. I'm gonna definitely do that for sure. The funny thing is, I feel like James Harden has the talent to be so much more, but I just feel like he's lazy though. That's kind of my issue with James Harden. He's kind of lazy. I see it in his game. You got to play some type of defense if you want to win in this league. I just feel like the refs are not going to be as calm when it comes to those whistles. I just don't see it, man. That's right, Timberwolves video. That's right, it's coming soon. The Timberwolves video is actually coming out on Monday. It's coming out Monday. So make sure you guys pull up for that Timberwolves video. And for my man Edgar, if you would like, man, I'll do a future. I'm actually gonna do a future Sixers video as well. Try to get that done before possibly all that stuff kind of gets started, man. Harden averages more steals a game than Giannis. I mean, that's cool and all, but more steals just doesn't make you a great defender. Steals is only part of the game, bro. That's pretty. I mean, yeah, you could say that. But the thing is, defense is more about just blocking shots, more about getting steals. It's about defending your position. It's be able to help defense. That's what makes you a complete defender. Not just to put up the stats, but the stats that don't show up on the stat sheet. Well, Clay, I'm gonna give you this credit about James Harden. James Harden definitely, since he's been with the Rockets, they've consistently been a playoff team. So I give Harden his props on that. But now it's to the point where Harden now has to be able to win at this point. And yeah, we can say everything we want, but Harden still to me does not play that level of defense that he could. Harden could make plays, but like I said, Harden is kind of like that. He's kind of like that. He's kind of the LeBron system when you think about it, man. Yeah, but K Pro, if you're dependent on the refs, Harden's gonna be losing every single year. At some point, you got to focus on playing the game, make adjustments. Can't just depend on the refs. Can't just depend on that. That's why I said it goes back to my dear Tony. He does not have a plan B. He does. You gotta adjust. Remember, 27 threes. Don't you think Mike would have told his players to stop shooting so many threes? Try to get the ball to the basket, move the basketball. That's the problem. When I see a team just take three pointer after three pointer after three pointer after three pointer after three pointer, it shows me that that's a that they chose not to adjust. So, but anyway, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Clay Pro, shout out to Ron, shout out to G Money, shout out to Poseidon, shout out to Edgar, shout out to Karam, shout out to Tara Matthews, shout out to Jay Jefferson, shout out to D. Appreciate everybody coming through the stream today. Really truly appreciate that. Shout out to Joel as always. You guys have been awesome. Well, I'm talking about game plan, Clay, not just players. Because if you're banking on that, you're gonna be upset with another playoff exit. I hope the Rockets could prove me wrong. I really hope. I really do hope. I know Clay, yo, but at some point, y'all team got to play defense, bro. Got to play some type of defense. I think you're a little too focused on the offense. Y'all got to play defense. And like I said, if Plan A is a player and Plan B is a player, and the coach can't get to a Plan C, y'all screwed, bro. I'm saying it. But again, shout out to everybody in the chat. Truly appreciate you guys for coming through. As always, man, from the Lewis Sports Network, thank you guys for being here. As always, bless up, live, laugh, love. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys coming to the stream. And as always, like, subscribe. Make sure you guys are sharing this with your social media outlets as well. From the Lewis Sports Network, man. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful night, and we will be back on tomorrow with more content. I have a guest tomorrow, sports expert. We'll be talking about sports. And again, truly appreciate it, guys. Have a wonderful night, and we'll be back on tomorrow with another one. Peace. Take care, guys.